Rachel Reeves, the current Chancellor of the Exchequer, now finds herself at the center of an unprecedented political firestorm after being found guilty by the Supreme Court of deliberately concealing her assets through tax mechanisms she herself helped to regulate. The architect behind one of the toughest inheritance tax policies in recent British history has been exposed for using opaque financial structures to shield her own wealth from the very levies she imposed on millions of ordinary citizens. For years, Reeves forcefully advocated for tax reform that disproportionately affected working people and the middle class, freezing the inheritance tax threshold and expanding its reach to include modest properties, pension savings, and even small personal nest eggs. All the while, she was quietly building a network of trusts, offshore accounts, and strategic transfers specifically designed to sidestep those same tax obligations. The stark contrast between her public rhetoric and private actions was described by the judges as a deliberate exploitation of the UK's tax system. The investigation was triggered by an internal whistleblower at HMRC, leading to the discovery of numerous financial irregularities. The court not only found Reeves guilty of systematic tax evasion but also ordered the full seizure of her assets, including family properties and financial holdings. The scandal has sparked outrage among voters and sent shockwaves through Westminster, with mounting calls for her resignation and demands for a thorough parliamentary inquiry. The extent of what has been uncovered is staggering. Court documents show that Reeves transferred inherited assets into entities registered in tax havens and restructured her pension funds using complex financial instruments that evaded public scrutiny. These actions took place while she was actively promoting policies that left thousands of families unable to afford the tax bills on inherited homes and businesses. The response has been swift. Politicians across the spectrum, including members of her own party, have voiced their dismay. Demonstrations have broken out outside Parliament, over 1 million people have signed petitions demanding her resignation, and relentless media scrutiny has pushed the Labour Party into a critical situation. Public confidence in Reeves' economic leadership has been severely undermined, just as the country grapples with a cost-of-living crisis and deepening disillusionment with the political establishment. Economists warn that the damage to institutional trust could be long-lasting. The belief that political elites write rules that punish ordinary people while protecting their own fortunes is gaining traction. As voter anger grows, senior officials and former advisors have come forward to reveal that concerns about Reeves' conduct were intentionally disregarded within the Treasury. At present, the Chancellor remains silent. She has neither resigned nor publicly accepted responsibility. But developments are accelerating. A forensic audit of more than a decade of her financial affairs is already underway, and regulators are now investigating potential financial crimes, including fraud and misuse of insider information. If the allegations are substantiated, Reeves could face criminal prosecution. This episode has exposed something far more serious than a single case of tax avoidance. It has revealed deep-rooted systemic decay. Reeves, once hailed as a champion of fiscal fairness, now epitomizes the very hypocrisy she claimed to fight against. For a public already worn down by inflation, economic stagnation, and years of fiscal tightening, this revelation feels like a profound betrayal. Rachel Reeves' political future now hangs by a thread, and with it, the credibility of Labour's economic platform. What began as a contentious policy issue has escalated into a full-blown institutional crisis that may well become a defining moment in modern British politics. What do you think should happen to Rachel Reeves? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you haven't already, give this video a like and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with the latest news from the UK. See you in the next video.